ridiculous. Making a deal with Belphegor was not what Jung wanted because of his evil nature. He might turn his back against Jung anytime. But in the end, Jung had no other choice but to take the risk so he would have a chance to escape.
You had chosen the right person to help you, mate. I just have no interest in getting out of this place. It is not the right time yet. However, I can give you a helping hand since you have passed the test. In exchange, you had to keep what you know a secret. You know what I'm talking about. Now let's get into business. The escape must happen on the night of full moon. We will arrange a helicopter to pick you up. You have to get out of your cell by yourself and divert the guard's attention away. I guess you can handle that bit. I have arranged a guide for you at the East Corridor. She knows the way out of the building.
Jung hated Leviathan to the bone for getting him entangled with his escape plan, which prevented him from meeting his daughter. Jung had somehow detected something unusual about Peter. It was the same feeling when he met Leviathan. This was the main reason why he would not further interact with Peter in any way, to prevent his plan from being revealed to the guards. The test Belphegor mentioned could be a trial where Jung had to identify who Peter was. Jung was just not sure why they needed to test him that way. As for the old man, he had a force field surrounding him. Jung decided to keep himself away from the old man after sensing the strange aura and his mysterious origin. The only choice he had left was Belphegor.
A large group of inmates are rioting at the West Wing. We need reinforcement.
Backup force is on the way. We're contacting the
control room is being attacked. Send our guards over there too. Power failure, sir. I guess backup batteries malfunctioned too. I'm on the way to the substation.
Just are you there? I'm here. We have the commencement. We got to hurry.
Hey, over here. Are you Jung? I'm Sinara. Belphegor told me to wait for you here. We have to leave quickly.
Sinara led Jung through a complicated tunnel underground which she was familiar with. Jung wondered just how much resource was invested into building this underground structure. And it was strange that the prison guard was not aware of such a massive passageway right below them.
This is a secret passage leading to the outside world. I have been here a few times, but I could not explore every corner of this underground structure. This place is simply massive.
This escape route was the easiest way to get out of the Dawn prison. It would be much more challenging to scale the external wall, with the presence of electric fence and sharp spikes on top of the wall. Jung was very impressed with how much Belphegor knows about this prison. Once the trio emerged from the tunnel exit, a helicopter appeared on the horizon heading for them. At the same time, the prison guards almost caught up to them because the riot within the prison had subsided. As Jung with his two comrades sprinted towards the helicopter, the armed guards started shooting. Jung almost got shot when he tripped and fell, but he was shielded by Sinara. The helicopter arrived just in time to take them away. From the helicopter view, there was nothing in sight except for the ocean. The trio were soon dropped off at the nearest landmass, and Jung was handed a bag with supplies, clothes, and communication devices. After running for half a day, Jung had fled to a safe location, and he was confident that the guards had lost track of him. Jung was grateful for the help from Frank and especially Sinara, who protected him from getting shot by the prison guards during his escape. with her severe wound, Sonara was still unconscious. Jung spent most of his time to look after Sonara and treat her wound, while Frank was scouting around the wood to make sure they were not followed. Jung soon received a call from an unknown number.
Jung, we know you are out of the prison by now. The reason we helped you is because you have passed Angel's test. His approval of you helps you get your freedom back. You now owe us a favor and you must repay it. You will receive the coordinates of the island that we want you to visit. You will have to find a man called Lucifer on the island for further instructions. Get there within 1 month and you have a chance to meet your daughter again. But don't worry, she will be safe and sound as long as you listen to us.
Jung did not feel happy after successfully escaping, because he was bothered by the past events. Something fishy was going on, but he couldn't put a finger on it. The whole prison break ordeal was like a test for him. The secret organization could have used his daughter to threaten him from the beginning, to force him to visit the island mentioned in the telephone conversation. Instead, they chose to frame Jung so he would serve his sentence at the Dawn prison, where he attempted his escape. The only clue available was the strange symbol left on purpose at the vehicle crash site. After expending considerable effort in finding all the records related to the symbol, Jung found some traces despite the limited sources of information. The symbol represented an ancient organization that few people know. Staying hidden in the dark, this mysterious organization had been manipulating the government and the underworld to achieve certain objectives. It was known by the name Ritual. Even after expending every resource at hand, Jung couldn't find out how many members there were in the organization and their identities. What he discovered was that its members have spread to all corners of the world, working in different professions, and even playing important roles in the governments. Its leader went by the alias Angel, and no one had seen his face. All orders from their HQ were directed through someone else. According to what he experienced at the Dawn prison, it could be assumed that he somehow met Ritual's boss. Another possibility was that Jung was secretly observed by Angel. This man could be anyone at the Dawn prison, from the guard to the warden, or even one of the prisoners. Angel could be the head of the prison, someone who had the authority over the operation of the place, which explained why he was sent there for the test. Jung even suspected Angel could be the harmless old man who told him about things he did not understand at all. Angel's identity was shrouded in mystery. What Jung knew was that he had somehow gained his approval to be part of their scheme. Something big was brewing up, but he couldn't find out their exact plan because of the secretive way in which Ritual operated. The only lead he had was the island Ritual asked him to visit. It was called Reborn, a stateless island. And Jung had no other choice but to go there. At first, Jung thought that the gift Hanpu mentioned was his knowledge in modifying human brain to enhance human abilities, thanks to his involvement in Project R90. Later, what he found at the Reborn Island showed that he had been completely wrong. It was something else that changed the course of the war which engulfed the world in a few decades.